Okay, here we go. So let's see in the kitchen. Okay, the first that we are going to see here is the kitchen itself must consist stove. Let's see, stove. The second things is going to washing. The third is storage. The storage, there's a lot of storage. The first storage is going to be ingredients. The second storage is going to be a tools, a small tools. And the fifth storage is going to be large tools. And this kind of things you can see is an area. Then there is another kind of stuff there that you need to try to understand that the distance, weight, and the shapes. So in order to make it correctly, like this one is stove, and there is a little island here. Why you should have a little island here? Because it's more easier to transfer a dough and transfer the maybe utensils, maybe the ingredient as well, and the other things. So many. This is very important. If you can see in Joshua Weissman YouTube, they said that if you can have a little island, that you can move it either to other parts of your kitchen. That's why I say here there is a distance, weight, and shapes. Maybe the part one is the area that you see. The second going to be is the distance, weight, and shapes of the walkway. And you should be understand that the stove itself should not be placed 180 degrees with the washing part. And you may place it 90 degrees with a little island on the center. So this is stove, this is fire, the element of the fire. Okay, even though nearby the stove you have a preparation table. That's the thing that we said about the kitchen management. Okay, so there is a cutting here, good cutting board, knife, and maybe some seasoning and assembly. And at the stove, at the place of the stove, it should have some kind of oil or any kinds of what could we say, gas, energy to open your stove, or maybe electric plug, which means by safety. Okay, so this part of your kitchen should be indulged in some kind of safety features. Very important in this part. But for this one, like storage, I don't quite sure where should we put the storage 1, 2, 3, because not all people have an equal opportunity to have a bigger house or restaurant, or have a very big area, or maybe a square shaped area for their kitchen. But usually if you see many kinds of foreigners from 1800, they always tend to make a square place kitchen, including India, China, and China is perfected because of Feng Shui, and the other kinds of European, and they just hang some kind of meat here near the little island table or assembly, and you can put this little island idea, it's for on dining table, so you just make some kind of, what could we say, it just around, so the real shape of your kitchen should be square, but the square itself should be around some kind of table here, and you just have an entrance here, so you put the storage here, storage 1, storage 2, this one table, this one always a table too, and this one a washing part, washing, and every single part, and you just have it grid by 9 section. Okay, then you just put, this is fire, this is water, and this kind of soil, and the other kinds of, maybe you have a window here, placement of window here is an element of wind. Okay, so there is a sunlight coming through those windows, so if you understand that the window is some kind of tunnels to the outward of our house, which this is the outward, this is the inner world, and this is the cure of your kitchen. Okay, the cure should be at the center. Many people make their kitchen like very linear way to do stuff, like production line, but it doesn't work like that, because it is not like factory production. When you just wash some kind of bowl here, then you need to chop something at the assembly table or something else, then you need to stove those things. It doesn't work like that. After you chop something, you need to wash that again, or maybe you just throw away all those tools and storage coming from the other place. So if the place is going to you put that linear way, so where should I put the storage? Many people say that you can hang it up above, but that doesn't work like that, because if you see, for example, this is just an assembly area, and you have some kind of hanging cupboard here, then you cannot put something big like rinse bowl here, because it's way too heavy, and you just can mix the seasoning with a heavy item or big utensil. That's going to be a lot of chaos in your kitchen. And once again, there is some kind of terms like plies and mice coming from French. So in order to make a plies and mice, planning before cooking, you should place all your ingredients, utensils into the small island at the center of your kitchen. That's why the kitchen should be shaped like a square. So what will happen if you have a kitchen like this, the area of the kitchen? Then you have to cut it up into two. Like when you have a wooden, it's too long to work to move from point A to point B here, then you have to cut it, make it second kitchen. So there is two area here, area 1 and area 2 with a different work. That's the way to do some kind of food process and manufactures. And once again, there is, for this paper before, even though there is a storage 1, storage 2, large 2, and there is a machine, the machine things is very different than tools. They need electricity and special care, which is not so much the same. You just can't put it. You have to wash it very cleanful, in a very cleanful way for each kind of the spare part. That's why you have a special room or special space in your cupboard for only machines. And that's why the linear does not work like that. That's impossible. Okay, so you have a letter L kitchen. That's way more better. Even though this one is going to be a dining table or just eating place for many people, or if you just open a restaurant, yeah, you can just separate those two, but the kitchen should be letter L with the small square. So that's the point of having your little island.